Imagine this. You are the strongest. You have always been. Since birth. Oh. And then one day, a person touches you. And in a second, takes everything. Not kill you. Worse. He leaves you alive, but empty. And here you lie on the ground, staring at the sky, and you understand one thing you never understood before. You don't know who you are without your power. Scientists studying the psychology of survival have long established that the loss of identity destroys a person more powerfully than physical pain. And this is exactly what you must now go through. But what happens next will change not only you, it will change your understanding of what true strength really is. Darkness. Only breathing. Heavy. Erratic. As if it belongs to someone else. Then the sky. You lie on the ground and look up. Dust settles slowly. And the first thought is not, how did he do it? The first thought is quiet and terrifying. Who am I now? You don't remember ever being weak. Never. At 6 years old, your aura flared on its own. You didn't even understand what happened. But the adults did. You saw everything in their faces. Fear, awe, relief. As if they had found what they had long been searching for. The sensei knelt before you on one knee. People stepped aside. The strength grew along with you. You had been one single whole for so long that you no longer noticed the boundary between yourself and it. You thought, this is who I am. You were wrong. Now you try to feel your power, and there is nothing. Not weakened, not depleted, just empty, like a room stripped of everything. Furniture, light, air. Something warm runs down your cheek. Blood. Blood. And for the first time in your life, the pain isn't from a blow. The pain is from the silence inside. He stands a few meters away, with his back turned, looking into the distance. Not gloating, not laughing. He simply isn't interested. And that is the worst part. Because gloating is at least an emotion. At least an acknowledgement that you exist. But he stands there, and you understand with absolute clarity. You were a task to him. The task is solved. Interest is gone. They said he could take another's power from within, not block it, not suppress it, but truly take it. With a single touch. You didn't believe it. You thought, my strength is part of me. It cannot be taken away, any more than the color of my eyes, or the beating of my heart. You understood nothing. He turns around, looks at you. There is no hatred in his eyes, only cold curiosity. Then he walks away, slowly.
Without hurry. Like a man who still has many things to do. And you understand, he didn't finish you off out of mercy. He said without words, you are not worth the final blow. The city met you with a different kind of silence. Not the silence that comes before a bow. Simply silence. People looked and saw nothing special. Before, your presence could be physically felt, like the pressure of the air before a storm. Now you're just a man in the crowd.
A small child runs into you, and doesn't even look back. You arrive at the training ground. Take your stance. Try. Nothing. Try again. Your hands tremble from the effort. And still nothing. You look at your hands. They are ordinary, just hands. No glow,
Держите ритм,
no
не
aura.
торопитесь.
You always respected those who trained for a sliver of what came to you effortlessly. You thought,
Хорошо, еще раз.
I understand their path. You understood nothing. Because effort without reward is not just hard. It is a test of faith in what you are even doing, when there is no result. And perhaps there never will be. At night, you sit on the roof, gaze at the city, lights below. The world didn't stop. The world didn't even notice. You look at your hands for a long time, clench your fists. Not out of anger, out of resolve. Dawn. You stand before the gates of a field you've never entered before. It was for the ordinary ones, for those who start from zero. Now that is you. Inside, a group of students. Young, some of them just children. They see you, recognize you, exchange glances, some with surprise, some with pity, some with that mockery hidden behind polite faces. The instructor approaches, looks at you for a long time, silently points to a place in the common row. You take your place between students half your age. You repeat the basic movements. Your body doesn't obey, no habit, no muscle memory. A 12-year-old boy next to you does it better. And you know what? This should be unbearable. You expected to break right here. But you don't break. Because for the first time in your life, you are doing something you cannot do. And that means, for the first time in your life, you can truly grow. Days pass. You arrive first. You leave last. Your body learns slowly, clumsily, stubbornly. No flashes. Only work. For the first time, real work. One night, a breakdown. You are alone on the field. You strike the post again and again, until your knuckles bleed. And for the first time, you speak the truth to yourself. I'm scared. Not of never getting my power back, but of, if I get it back, I'll become the same as before. The one who never noticed the people around him. The one who was respected, but never loved. The one who was the strongest in the room, and the loneliest in it. I never admitted it to myself. But the loneliness was there. Always. You stop. Look at your battered hands. And quietly, almost to yourself. Maybe what he took wasn't true strength. Maybe true strength starts here. Months passed. Something changed. Not on the outside. In your movements. In how you stand. How you look. Before, there was confidence born of power. Loud. Like the beam of a lighthouse. Now it's something different. Quieter. Got deeper. Deeper. Like the current of a river beneath the surface, which is stronger than any wave. And one day, a spark. Small. A thin thread of aura. You freeze. Try again. And it appears again. Unstable, weak, but there. The instructor sees. For the first time in all these months, he allows himself a slight smile. But the power returns differently. It doesn't explode as it once did. It flows, controlled, precise, conscious. Before it was a force of nature. Now it's a tool. This is not a return to the old. It is something new. Built, not given. He thought he was taking your power. He took your weakness. He didn't know he was doing you a favor. An empty road at sunset. You walk. And there he is, coming toward you. You stop a few meters apart. Silence. He looks at you. And for the first time, something new appears in his eyes. Not fear. Interest. Genuine. He studies you like something unfamiliar. Something he has never encountered before. He sees the man he broke, and who now stands before him. Different. Not restored. Refined. You say nothing threatening. You simply stand. Your aura around you is quiet, dense, without ostentatious power. Like an ocean in a calm, which is more terrifying than a storm, precisely because of its stillness. You thought you showed me my emptiness. You showed me my foundation. And now upon that foundation stands something you cannot take away. Because this is not a gift. This is not an accident of birth. This is myself. What I chose. What I went through. What I built in the darkness when no one was watching. This cannot be taken. Because this is who I am.